Good morning, class 8. Let's continue with the same topic, that is human body. So in this chapter, so far we completed nervous system, and then we started new organ system, that is endocrine system, where we learn about the glands, different types of glands, endocrine system, exocrine system, mixed gland. So these all endocrine glands, exocrine gland, and then mixed gland. And then after that we started learning the pituitary gland. In the previous video I explained to you about their secretion, that is the hormone which they secrete, and then after that the role of those hormones we discussed in the previous class. Now today we'll study about, and then again I think thyroid gland also we have completed. Now comes the next gland, that is adrenal gland. Okay, adrenal gland. So today we'll be learning about adrenal gland and pancreas and rest of the glands. Adrenal gland. Adrenal gland, they are present over the kidney just like a cap. Okay, over the kidney just like a cap. Suppose this is the kidney here, the adrenal gland is present. Two kidneys we have. Okay, adrenal gland. Adrenal gland. Okay, these adrenal glands are responsible for releasing two different types of hormone, and they are adrenaline, and then the next one is cortisol. Okay, so first we need to remember the location of this gland, and then after that we need to learn about the secretion, that is the hormone which they secrete, and the next we need to learn about the role of those hormones. Okay, these points you need to remember here. So adrenal gland is located above the kidney just like a cap. Location finished. Then after that it releases two different types of hormone, and they are adrenaline and cortisol. Okay, now we need to discuss about the role of these hormones in our body. Adrenaline is also called as emergency hormone or stress hormone. It is often referred to as emergency hormone or stress hormone. Okay, why? Because this adrenaline hormone is released only during stress condition, when we are under stress. Okay, when we are under stress, that time this adrenaline hormone is released. Okay, whenever you hurt, then what happens is that adrenaline gland is released. Okay, then you start crying. Okay, the tears comes out automatically. So these are all regulated by the adrenal gland. Then again, like whenever you feel afraid of something, the heart starts palpitating. Okay, it starts beating faster. Okay, without doing any work. Actually, heart usually beats faster when we do physical exercise or some physical works. When we run, then what happens? The heart starts beating faster. But just thinking about the ghost, or just thinking about just simply sitting and thinking about the ghost, or while watching the horror movie, okay, that time also our heart starts beating faster. Okay, now how it happens? It happens so because the adrenaline hormone is released by adrenal gland, okay, under stress condition. Okay, now whenever, like suddenly when you happen to see the snake nearby you, okay, that time also what happens? Our heart starts beating faster. Okay, because under stress condition, this hormone adrenaline is released by the body. Okay, whenever you become very happy, okay, the happiness feeling which you experience, okay, that is also because of this adrenaline hormone. Okay, so that is there. Adrenaline, it should not be there. Okay, adrenaline. Everything is a hormone which are released under stress condition. So that is why they are also called as emergency hormone. Okay, then again. Now after that comes next cortisol. This cortisol, what it does is that it helps in the metabolism of fat, protein and carbohydrate. Okay, helps in the metabolism. Metabolism means breaking down. Okay, it helps in the metabolism. It helps in the metabolism of carbohydrate, carbohydrate. Then again after that fats and protein. Okay, cortisol hormone. So just now we learned about adrenal gland, Now after that, we'll move on to the next gland, which is called pituitary gland. Pituitary gland. Pancreas. Pituitary gland we have already completed. Pancreas. Okay, pancreas. First comes the location. This pituitary gland is present behind the stomach or below the stomach. Okay, suppose this is the stomach. Last time also I had drawn stomach. Okay, where exactly? Here the pancreas is present. Pancreas. Okay. As we have already discussed that this pancreas is also called as mixed gland. Why? Because they perform both exocrine as well as endocrine function. That is, they release enzyme as well as hormone. So that is why pancreas is often called as mixed gland. Okay. Now see, this pancreas has a special type of cells. Okay, in them. Okay, special type of cells which are called islets of Langerhans. Islets of Langerhans. Islets of Langerhans. Langerhans. Okay. Special type of cells called islets of Langerhans. These islets of Langerhans are of three main types, that is alpha cells, then again beta cells, this may not be here in the book, and then delta cells. Delta, writing with in later delta cells. Okay, delta cells not in the syllabus, in class 10 also is not there. Okay, these beta cells releases the hormone called insulin. Okay, and these alpha cells releases the hormone called glucagon. Glucagon. Okay, this insulin and glucagon, they act opposite to each other. Insulin, what it does is that it converts the excess amount of glucose present in the blood into glycogen, and that glycogen is stored in the liver. So in this way, insulin helps in reducing the sugar level in the blood. So what it does, it converts glucose into glycogen. Okay, and this glycogen, where it is stored? It is stored in the liver. And this glucagon, what it does is that it converts the glycogen stored in the liver, okay, into glucose, and thus increases the sugar level in the blood. Okay, so this is the main difference here. Okay, they just act opposite to each other. Okay, glucagon, what it does? It converts glycogen into glucose and thus increases the sugar level in the blood. And then insulin, what it does is that the excess amount of glucose that is present in the blood, it converts those glucose into glycogen, and this glycogen gets stored in the liver. In this way, insulin helps in reducing the sugar level in the blood. Okay, the person who suffers from diabetes, okay, diabetes, in them what happens is that the insulin is released in very less quantity. So as a result, the excess amount of glucose present in the blood cannot be converted into glycogen, and the person suffers from the disease called diabetes. Okay, diabetes mellitus is the name. So just now I explained you about pancreas, okay, which is also called as mixed gland because they release both enzymes as well as hormones. Okay, now after that, after pancreas comes next gland, that is gonads. Gonads means it is testes and ovaries. Okay, testes and ovaries. Testes and ovaries. Testes and ovaries in female. Ovaries are present in female, which is the reproductive part of the female, and testes are present in the scrotum in the male. Okay, testes, T-I-S, T-I, as is singular, T-E-S-T-E-S is plural. This is ovary. Okay, now in the female, ovary releases female hormones such as estrogen and progesterone. Okay, estrogen and progesterone. So gonads. These testes and ovaries together, they are called gonads. Okay, ovary and testes, they are together called gonads. Testes, this is plural. Ovary releases two different types of hormone, that is estrogen, which is the female hormone, release only female, and then progesterone. progesterone. Okay, progesterone. Now here, this estrogen, what it does, it helps in developing what you call the secondary sexual character in the female. That is the development of breast. Okay, all the female characters which are seen in the female is mainly because of this estrogen hormone. Okay, responsible for developing female. Okay, female controls female secondary sexual character. Female secondary sexual character. In short, I am writing. Then again, next after that, progesterone. Progesterone, what it does is that this progesterone helps in developing, okay, the uterus, so that the fertilized egg can be implanted on the uterus wall. Okay. So here it is given that progesterone helps in maturing eggs and all. Okay, all these are there. So helps in the development of uterus. It makes the wall of the uterus it helps in making the uterus thicker, okay, so that it can receive the fertilized cell. Then again, about the testes, what it does, testes, it releases two different types of hormones, one only given, one that is testosterone, okay, which is also called as male hormone, and this testosterone hormone is responsible for developing male secondary sexual character. Okay, the muscles of the male are usually stronger, okay, and that is because of this testosterone hormone. Okay, the development of beard in the male is mainly because of this testosterone hormone. So when the male reaches the puberty, okay, that time this testosterone hormone is released. Okay, responsible for develops male secondary sexual character. Okay, so this is about the glands. Then after that comes adolescence and accompanying changes that we'll discuss in the next class. Thank you very much, students.